I'm Lauren with Onatah Seed Company, and today I'm here to talk to you about our Garden in a Box Tea Edition. Our herbal tea garden in a box is great. It has everything you need to get started to growing herbs for your herbal tea. So let's take a look at what we've got in this box and how to use it. Before we really dive into the video, there's a special guest underneath the table. You might see her later. You know, she's yellow, she's beautiful, she's also 12. We can't get her to move, so just so you know, there's a yellow dog, special guest star under the table. That's really where all the action is. Anyways, we're gonna talk about our herbal tea garden in a box. All of the herbs that are here in this box are able to be used fresh in tea, or you could dry them and then make your own mixtures. Getting started with our garden in a box is super easy. Everything you need is in here. So when you get your garden kit, you're gonna have your seeds, and I'll just take those out to show you. We have mint, lemon thyme, holy basil, and feverfew. Also in the box are seed markers. These are great because once you plant your little seeds in the soil, they're all gonna look the same. So you need to remember to mark them. And we have our seed pots. These seed pots are great. They're biodegradable. When you go to transplant your little baby herbs into a bigger container, no need to take them out of here. This will go right in the new soil, which we love that as well. And the best thing, I think, is our little baby packages of soil. So this soil here is more than enough to fill and get you started with your seeds. The last item that you're gonna see in the box is our instruction cards. And our instruction cards are great. It gives you all of the details about how exactly to plant these when you get your own box at home. But I wanted to make this video today to make sure that everybody had a chance to see how to use it and to feel like, what does it look like when you're doing all these steps? Our box is actually the garden in a box that you're gonna use for your tray. So we're gonna just take a pair of scissors and we're gonna cut the lid right off of this box. And this tray is the perfect size to fit on a windowsill of your choice, or you can use it outside to put all of your little baby seed pots in. And voila, you don't have to worry about getting soil or water anywhere. Everything can stay right in here as everything starts growing. The box has a nice glossy coating on it, so you know, you can wipe it down if you want to, but it helps not have the water just go everywhere that comes out from the soil pots. So it's really nice to have a tray built right into your shipping box. Perfect. So now that we've got our box set, the first step we want to do is actually label our seed markers. I always forget to do this step, so I'm gonna do it right at the top, and I even put it in the directions like that because I get overexcited and I want to plant the seeds, and then all of a sudden I say, I don't even know what this is. So we have holy basil. Holy basil also goes by the name Tulsi, T-U-L-S-I, and you might hear about this herb. It's very popular in Ayurvedic, is that how you say it? Ayurvedic medicine? I hope I'm saying it right. In fact, all of the herbs here today have medicinal properties to them. Now, we're not claiming that they're gonna fix anything or help you or should be used as medicine, but that they are traditionally, you know, seen to have sort of benefits, such as helping with inflammation, arthritis. I know that feverfew, which is our next one, is part of the daisy family. It's a beautiful little herb. When you see it, it's gonna have that little daisy looking flower. But this is really popular for people who suffer from migraines or headaches to use feverfew in their tea. Write that here. We have lemon thyme. Lemon thyme is not to be confused with lemon balm. It's a little bit different. It is a more earthy flavor. It's not quite as lemony as you might think, but also has great medicinal properties. And then our last one, which is sort of a very traditional one, is mint. I know everybody has a mint tea that they love. It's bright, it's beautiful. Again, a lot of beautiful health benefits. So I'm gonna go ahead and set those aside. And now I'm gonna work on filling our seed pots. The seed pods only need to get filled with about 2/3 of the way of soil. You don't want to fill it right to the top and then put the seeds in. I mean, you can, but you want to sprinkle some dirt on the top to cover them nicely. The only exception to that rule is going to be mint. Mint is the only one who does not like to get covered with soil. So I'm going to go ahead and do mint now because he is the funky outlier, which, to be honest, as a novice gardener, I did not know that. I had no idea. Why wouldn't mint like to be covered? Well, apparently it needs a lot more light to get started. So you're not going to want to cover it. You're going to want to just make sure you add for your mint right up to the tippy top of your little seed pot. And you can see here, I've just got it all the way, nice and full. And now we're going to go ahead and add our mint. Mint has very, very tiny little seeds. Like, you're hardly going to be able to see them. And you're just going to brush them lightly right on the top of your soil. Put your seed marker in now. Aha, this is why we labeled them first. And Viola, we're gonna get him ready right in our box to be watered. So I'm gonna go ahead and use what's left here to fill my next seed pot up. And the next one we're gonna do is lemon thyme. So you're gonna fill this pot up about 2/3 of the way, even more, maybe 3/4 of the way. And then you're gonna sprinkle your seeds here. Then after we get the seeds in here, just top it off with what's remaining. Lemon thyme, putting my seed marker right in there, letting him hop in the little box with his friend mint. And now we're gonna move on. The next one we're gonna do is feverfew. Viola, we've got feverfew now. And the last one, the one I happen to think is the coolest, is our holy basil. Here we go. Everybody is all filled up. They're in the box, ready to go on our windowsill. The last step before we put them in their home is to water them. Of course, we're doing tea today, so had to use a teapot for some water. But go ahead and fill up your little seeds with some water. You're gonna notice, and I'm just gonna pull these out here so you can see that these little seed pots are gonna change color, right? They're gonna go from this sort of hard texture and this light brown, and as the water seeps in, they're gonna get softer, they're gonna get moist to the touch, and they're gonna get this darker brown. That's great, that's what we want. It means that these are nice and damp, and that they're absorbing the water. You're probably going to want to water these every 1 or 2 days, depending on how they look to you. They should be dry to the touch at the top. If they're still really wet, sopping wet, don't add more water. You're just going to kind of make them drown a little bit. So you just want to make sure they're dry, but again, you don't want to go like 5 or 6 days because that's way too long. They're going to be way too dry. They need this water, especially in these early stages, to sort of get started coming to life. All right, last step is putting them in a sunny windowsill. So wherever it is in your house that you know there's a lot of sun, you're gonna wanna put these there, let them live. They should stay in these little pots for around 4 to 8 weeks, depending on how big they get, how much sun they get, how fast they grow. Each one has a little bit of a different time. You're not gonna see any green sprouts until anywhere from 7 to 14 days. But those little sprouts does not mean it's a full plant, does not mean it's ready to be transplanted into a bigger container or to go into a bigger garden. That's just the beginning of them starting to grow. So you're gonna wanna keep them in this box, in these little seed pots for at least anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks. Once they get mature, once you really can see defined plants, they start to get, you know, really nice leaves, then you're gonna wanna go ahead and transplant them into something bigger so they have that room to spread, room to grow, and really do well for you to continue growing. All right, I'm gonna put these right over here in my little windowsill. And Viola, we've got our herbal tea garden in a box. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you subscribe to our channel to learn more about our tips and tricks and recipes using our garden in a box. And please find us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, we're all over, Pinterest, social media. Tag us in your videos, tag us in your pictures. I wanna see how your gardens grow, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.